Yay. Okay. Didn't want to forget record. I've been known to do that. And I'm like, oh no. So really quick, we kind of already introduced ourselves in the Facebook page, but my name is McKenna and this is Michelle.
Hi.
And we are so excited just to talk a little bit more about coaching. So hopefully if you've been watching or curious or wanting to learn more, we'll go over some of the topics that you've been curious about. We kind of made a list of things that we commonly get asked, or like misconceptions or things that people think is a reason why they can't coach. And so we kind of want to just go over a handful of them, and hopefully it answers the questions you have. So Michelle's going to start and just kind of go over starting cost and how that all works.
Awesome. Thanks. So it's super easy to sign up. All you have to do is talk to the person who invited you here, and they'll walk you through all of those steps. And so the startup fee is $39.95. But if you've actually purchased a challenge pack before, that fee gets waived. So if you've never purchased a challenge pack, it's a great way to get started on your own health and fitness journey, and then you don't have to pay the fee. If you have already purchased a challenge pack, there's actually a reimbursement form that you can fill out, and you'll get a full refund in 2 to 3 days. So that is super awesome. As you move from month to month, there is a $15.95 business fee, but the fee is totally worth it because it is awesome that you don't ever have to keep product or stock on hand. Beachbody takes care of all of that. So that's a perk in itself, that you don't have to keep all these products you might not use. And they also help you run your website. And so that fee kind of goes towards that as well. So totally worth the $15.95. And if you are active military or an active military spouse, that $15.95 fee actually gets waived, which is even more awesome and a reason why you should sign up as a coach anyway. So some perks of being a coach is you get 25% off all Beachbody products. And a big thing that a lot of us coaches drink is Shakeology. And so as a customer, Shakeology costs $131.95 a month for a 30-day supply. But as a coach, it would only cost you $99.46 with your 25% discount. And if you added in your $15.95 coach fee, you're still only paying about $115 a month. So over 6 months, you save about $100, which is amazing, and just another reason why you should do it. And another perk of being a coach is that you get invited to exclusive coach test groups. So McKenna and I right now are in the Transform 20 test group, and that's only for coaches. So we get to hear from Shanti every single day. And we've also been in past exclusive coach test groups where you get one-on-one feedback from the superstar coaches or trainers, which is so awesome. So just another reason and to sign up as a coach and the cost to sign up.
Perfect. So another question, probably the biggest question I get or reason why people think they can't coach is because they don't have enough time. And I totally get it. My life now, 3 years later, looks a lot different than it did when I first started coaching. When I first started coaching, my now husband and I were dating. We actually got engaged like a month after I started coaching. So we were living long distance. So I was working 5 days a week in the salon, super long hours. I was commuting on the weekends back and forth to see him. And I was trying to open, I own a salon. So I was running that business, and like time was not of the plenty. So I totally get not having time, and I had the same concern. But what I found was you don't have to have a chunk of time to sit down and work this business. You can actually work it in the pockets of time that you have. So if you have, like, if I have 10, 15 minutes in between clients, I can hop on, I can check my challengers, I can post on social media. I make it work in my days, especially on the days that I work, because with my now commute, because I live in a different town, it's like 12-hour days, and I don't have an hour to sit down and work my business. So I can kind of work it when I can. But in general, this business, all it takes is about an hour a day, hour to an hour and a half a day of simple actions. And we give that all to you. And if you do those simple tasks every day, you're going to have success in this business. Yeah, like maybe down the road as your team is like super huge, it may take a little more time, but realistically, it's not a huge time commitment. It's super doable, whether it's cracks of your day, it's designated time, it's a little here and there, which is amazing because normally owning a business, running a business, you're going to work so much more. So it's such a huge blessing that the time commitment really is pretty minimal. So that's one of the questions I get a lot. So I wanted to go over that. And then Michelle's going to just kind of talk about being a certain size or being at your goal weight or needing to be perfectly in shape.
Thanks. So yeah, another big misconception is that a lot of people think that they're not fit enough or that they're not at their goal weight, so they can't be a coach. And that is such a common misconception, that you have to be in the best shape ever, because the reason coaching works is because we aren't perfect. And coaching works because we're everyday people going through something that has worked for us or a new journey that we're starting out. And so people can relate to us because we aren't perfect. They're seeing the changes that are kind of happening on the inside and out. And that really sparks why they want to join you and why they want to hop on your journey. And so there's never really a finish line. Of course, we always have goals, but we're always going to be pushing towards something in our health and fitness, whether it's eating better, losing 25, 30, 40, 50 or more pounds, or maybe it's just trying to get, motivation for your next vacation or whatever it is. Having some type of goal is important, and not feeling like you have to be perfect. So that's one of the common misconceptions that we get a lot as coaches.
Yeah, absolutely. And on that, I was just going to say, it's really cool when you can be in the trenches with your challengers too. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to work with a coach that is 100% perfect and they already have the body and they don't struggle and they have everything down, because it's like, that's really intimidating. So we still every day are struggling and improving to be the best version of ourselves and working towards a goal. So just wanted to mention that too. And then another thing that I get, and totally understandable why people ask, they're like, how do I make money? How does this work in the business? So there are multiple ways to earn an income with coaching, which is another blessing in itself. So any sale that you make to any of your customers, you get 25% commission from all of those sales. So that is one of the great ways. As you build a team and you grow your team, you actually get paid on their orders. You also can get like matching bonuses for some of their portions of their paycheck. You get a percentage matched. So as your team grows, you're going to see all sorts of other incomes. There's also different bonuses and stuff that you qualify in the business. But I don't like to make it super complicated. So the main two are you get paid on your team, and as they get successful and grow in their business, which is your goal to help them as a coach and help make that happen, your income grows as well. And then Miss Michelle is going to talk about being shy or not having a huge social media following, or yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know that's another thing that a lot of people struggle with, is that, oh, I'm an introvert, or my friend group is pretty small. But when I first started my business, I had less than 500 friends on Facebook and less than like 200 followers on Instagram. Currently, I live 130 miles from my closest family member and about 45 minutes from the nearest grocery store. So it really has nothing to do with who you know or where you live. It's just about stepping out in faith and starting and letting us kind of teach you along the way how to reach people you don't even know yet. And we have a training for everything, either as coaches that we've put on or that Beachbody has put out. You literally can learn everything you need to know to be as successful as you want with this business. I knew nothing about eating right or social media or coaching, but I just followed step-by-step trainings that I did one at a time. And this is where I am now, which is super awesome, that you don't need to have all the answers right away. It's kind of like someone who just first started a business. You're walking through it with somebody who's done it once before. So your coach is going to help you every single step of the way as you become healthy and fit and sharing your journey. And we even have something that we call a 14-day coach university, which are all these things that you can do to kind of get started and go as far with this business as you want. And of course, your coach is going to support you. And that's the best part about being on a team with other women, that you're all in it, in the trenches, to support each other and help each other grow, which makes it truly amazing to be part of an awesome team and an awesome organization.
Yes, gotta love our tribe for sure. So the last topic, I always chuckle, and if we ever do like a call and I get to pick one topic, I'm like, can I please have this topic? Because this is my life in a nutshell. I often have people say I'm not a fitness expert, or I'm not nutrition expert, or, I don't eat healthy. And I'm like, if only you knew my life 3+ years ago. Like literally Taco Bell 4 or 5 times a week. I grew up on fast food. I still to this day don't really know how to cook. I would go to the gym and I would roam around so confused because I'm like, I don't know what these machines are or what they're supposed to do, or I just feel like an idiot. So you are not alone, but the best part about Beachbody is we don't have to be the trainer. We don't have to know everything, because Beachbody comes out with these complete package bundles, including the super trainer that's on the video, leading the workouts, telling you what to do. It comes with meal plans. It breaks down the nutrition, what to eat, what not to eat. There's all sorts of different nutrition systems so that you can find something that works for you. So you don't have to know it all. You don't have to be perfect. Some coaches, I'm sure they want to be perfect and eat everything, but I'm all about living a balanced life. So I still, every once in a while, have Taco Bell. I still have a yummy coffee. I still believe in balance. So you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know it all, which I think is comforting, at least for me, because I still to this day, 3 years in, I've learned a lot, but I still don't know it all. And if there is a question that someone gives you and you don't know the answer to, we have an amazing team that's good at helping. You can always look it up online. Beachbody has a ton of resources. So don't feel like you have to know it all, which is a huge relief, like I said, for me. So did you want to say something, Michelle?
No, I was just going to agree that it's so nice to not have to always have the answers, and you can almost always find somebody on our team who has the answer. So that's great.
Absolutely. So in close, we don't want to take up too much of your time, but I just wanted to kind of touch on like what next, like what now. Reach out to whoever added you or sent you this link or has been talking to you about coaching, and they can answer any other questions you have or get you signed up. Like Michelle explained earlier, getting signed up is super easy to do. Like she mentioned as well, we have the 14-day new coach training, which sounds overwhelming, but it literally lays everything out that you need to know in this business. And we give you all the resources. You're not just on your own. We have trainings, we walk you through it. And then of course we have this amazing tribe that is all in it together and is an amazing family. And these are people that a lot of them I wouldn't have met or I wouldn't have known if it weren't for coaching, and they've become like family. And that is another blessing that I didn't expect. I was hoping to get like abs and get fit, but I never expected to have such a great friend group, especially Michelle and I both not living in a town that we have family. It's been a huge blessing. So I hope that answered your questions. Does anybody have any questions? If you do, let me know. I can unmute you and then we can answer them. If not, you can always ask your coach later. Anybody have any questions? I'm going to unmute you too, just in case.
So does the monthly fee, does that cover like any of the programs, like the videos and stuff? Does that cover all of that?
So the $15.95 a month coach fee just covers your website, and it goes towards like customer support and supporting that. So you still would have your monthly shake fee. If you bought a challenge pack, your workouts and everything, it was like should have been a once a year. So you'll still have those fees, but you'll get 25% off your future orders. Any new programs that come out, sometimes they have early access. So you have to pay for that, but again, you get discounts for that stuff. So the $15.95 fee is just to keep your coach account active and to be a coach.
Okay.
Yeah, so like in theory that you could buy one challenge pack that would last you a whole year, and then you would just pay your $15.95 coach fee per month if you wanted your discount on Shakeology.
Yeah. Or Performance Line or, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the only requirement, we didn't really touch on it, but to stay active as a coach is to order your Shakeology monthly or Performance Stacker monthly or 3 boxes of Beach Bars. You have to order one of those 3 every single month to stay active as a coach if you're wanting to work the business. But as a coach, you're you're leading by example and you're drinking the shakes anyway, so it's never really been a big deal for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Any questions? Michaela's just living it up in Disneyland.
Seriously, so jealous.
I was wondering where she was. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Disneyland.
We're all here with Snowmageddon coming, and she's there in like 75 degrees.
Living it up. Yay! Well, I am going to stop the recording.